Talking the recall now, 1 million ballots, Madison, have been returned so far in the recall election.
Yeah, and political reporter Morgan Reiner is joining us now with a full breakdown. Who is in the lead right now, Morgan?
Madison can't give you an exact name because we don't know who the person has voted for, but we are given party registration. So far, Democrats have returned the most ballots, more than double that of Republicans. But the man in charge of tracking these ballots said as much as Democrats want to be optimistic right now, it's way too early for either party to make any sort of assumption.
1.3 million ballots.
That seems like a big number. But again, it's a small percentage of what we expect to be the final turnout.
Paul Mitchell is the VP of Political Data Incorporated, a progressive voter analysis company. He told me the counties that have reported back the highest number are San Diego, Los Angeles, and Santa Clara.
In these first ballots that we receive, they're very prone to a certain bias based on which counties actually mailed out their ballots first.
LA County alone is responsible for 330,000 of the ballots, a Democratic stronghold.
I don't think Democrats or Republicans can take any lessons from these early numbers, but I can tell you they will try.
Who are these early voters? White people.
We always see Latinos being underperforming these elections. And then when it gets to a special election or something like that, like I said earlier, their turnout does drop much faster.
And even though 18 to 34-year-olds make up the largest eligible group, it's mostly people 65 plus who've actually voted.
We expect to see younger voters not performing as well as older voters. And then on top of that, in the early votes, we traditionally see younger people be more likely to vote at the polls and older people more likely to turn in their ballots early.
Mitchell told me he uses data collected by the Secretary of State. He expects about 50 to 60% of the electorate to vote in this recall.
Again, all of this is so early, but I did have the chance to ask a few recall candidates how they feel about the votes that we're already seeing. Of course, majority Democrat. Caitlyn Jenner told me she's worried that she's not ahead in the polls, but when it comes to the votes so far, she's focused on the independents right now. Kevin Kiley said he's looking at the polls that show this race is neck and neck, not the early votes.
And Morgan, speaking of Kylie, you were at his news conference today. He had a big announcement.
He did. Former Congressman Doug Osee, who dropped out of the race last week because of a heart attack today, he officially endorsed Kylie. It's not all that surprising, seeing as the two were in business together, a cattle company. But Osee said if they survived working together, then he trusts Kylie to run the state.